5 most common mistakes that people do during their practice in fitness class or yoga class. It doesn't matter, but the alignment is everything. And if you have it wrong, that you can damage your body or establish a wrong pattern that will lead to the injury or the illness. So watch this video and I will share how to practice right. Without further ado, let's get started. Our spine is the center of our body. It holds everything together. So to align spine is very important. If it's not aligned right, then you can harm your vertebrae and have an early protrusion or any other spine problems. Right here, I am showing you the type of posture people have and how to correct them. If you have a lordosis, when you have your hips slightly pushing back and have an arch in your lower back, then you always need to slightly scoop forward your hips and compensate that arch, even a little bit, to make your back look more flat. If you have kyphosis when your shoulders hinging forward, then you need to pay awareness on slightly inhale and lift up your chest and intentionally spread your shoulders wide to the side and keep that intention during the whole practice. Another word is called neutral spine rule. Early knee replacements or hip replacements are not supposed to be happening to us. It's just based on the wrong alignment in our hips and legs. So here I'm showing you how to check it. First and foremost, pay attention on the foundation of your body, which is your feet. Your big toe is always supposed to be in alignment with your knee and your hip bone. And doesn't matter what move you're performing in a gym or yoga or dance class, your foot and your knee is supposed to be directed to the same way. And here I'm showing you how to do it right. Right now, as you see, I'm showing you the wrong way of performing the same principle. If your foot misaligned and directed to the opposite way, then you're creating that disconnect between your knee and the foundation of your body, which is going to create a huge load on your knee, on your hip area. That's why so many people have injuries and have early surgeries. I would love to demonstrate this simple method principle in the squat pose, which is very, very familiar for everyone. So as you see, when I'm squatting, I am keeping that rule intact. It doesn't matter the performance of my squat, I still keep it in mind to have my foot and have my knee in the same alignment. This will save you your legs. So let's move on to the mistake number 3. I call it 90-degree rule. So all you need to remember is doesn't matter what you do, if you do a low lunge or if you do stretches, standing stretches, you need to remember about the 90-degree rule. When your tibia bone, which is this bone right here, needs to be perpendicular to the floor. And of course, you need to keep the previous rule in mind when your big toe and your knee is in the same alignment. So if you do it right, you will never get injured and you will always perform your stretches 100%. Early shrinking in the upper chest area and short neck is also something that we're not supposed to have until we're really, really old. What is important to remember is to always pushing your shoulders down during your practice. And again, no matter what you do, especially if you're lifting up your weights, you need to push your shoulders down. If you're doing handstands, headstands, this is a very, very popular one. When you're doing your abs exercise, you need to remember to keep the space between your chin and the chest area. And the easiest way to check it is to put your fists together and place it underneath your chin. That is the golden distance that you should have when you're doing your abs. So do not drop your head down, do not squeeze your shoulders and neck, just keep them free and open and always elongate and drop your shoulders down. And the last 5th mistake that people are doing is they compromise on their back and especially lower back area because that's the place where our body bending on half and it's the easiest place to get compromised. So as you see here, I'm showing you the most common stretches or exercises that people do during their practice, and it's not right when you are hinging forward and keeping that arch in your lower back. It creates an enormous tension on these lower vertebrae, and that's where people have protrusions or major problems, sciatica, pinching, and other issues that I don't want to voice. But basically, the important part of this practice is to keep your back neutral, to engage your muscles, to keep it always long. And right here, I'm showing you the main thing you need to think about when you're doing those stretches is to keep your seat bones up and always navigate your seat bones as a rotating point, but not your back. Your back should be flat, stabilized in a neutral position. So here I'm showing a few different stretches so you can memorize and see it and kind of copy this with your eyes. And next time you're going to go to the gym or you're going to go to your practice, you will keep it in mind. Very sadly for me, there is a lot of practices that are not being guided by teachers and people performing the same mistakes over and over, thinking that they're doing it right way. And after they having issues and pains in their joints and their practice is not progressing. So trust me, I've been there. I've been injured. I was in bed for 6 months and I couldn't move and I had multiple injuries with my body. I truly almost rebuild myself using the yoga and Pilates methods, and now I am sharing this with you as I know how frustrating this can be and how important that is to know that you're doing these things the right way, because as soon as you got it right, you are going to see the enormous growth in your practice, no matter what practice you do. You will remember my words, and I truly wishing you to have the most success in your personal upgrade. And if you have any questions, please comment below, or I would love to hear what issues or what questions do you have regarding this type of mistakes that I just voiced. Maybe you have something that you would love to share personally, and I will be happy to share my knowledge and to spread some light on the questions that you have to improve your practice. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you would love to see more content like this, I would appreciate you to subscribe to my channel and to like this video, which will help me to spread more awareness about health and wellness with people all over the world. All right, my friends, I'm wishing you the best success in your journey, and I will see you in next episode. Ciao.